Nearly surrounded by the dramatic park-like setting of Ted Turner's 550,000-acre Vermejo Park Ranch, there is an oasis known for its scenic, natural diversity and wildlife, with scattered remnants of the past, encompassing 78 square miles and over 11 miles of the Vermejo River. This piece of New Mexico terrain is 1.5 times larger than the state's very own capital city of Santa Fe. Mirr Ranch Group is proud to present the Dawson Elk Valley Ranch. Breathtaking, high-elevation buttes, mesas, and ridges rise steeply from the lower elevation hills and valleys, forming a complex of winding canyons throughout the 50,000-acre-plus ranch, with the Vermejo River Valley being at the centerpiece. Over 11 miles of the Vermejo River and approximately 17 miles of streambank meander through the heart of the ranch from its northern boundary with Vermejo Park to the lower reaches of the ranch. The mid to lower stretches of the river corridor are filled with large stands of cottonwood, willows, and irrigated meadows filled with native grasses and wildlife. Significant water rights from the river allow for the flood irrigation of hundreds of acres of meadows. Rather than cutting the hay for domestic livestock, the ranch chooses to leave the fields fallow, which in turn provides forage and cover for the many species of wildlife that inhabit the ranch. Biologists estimate there are over 10,000 elk that roam the more than 600,000 acres that comprise the Dawson Elk Valley Ranch and neighboring Vermejo Park Ranch. Elk are the preeminent big game animal, but there are also thriving populations of mule deer, white-tailed deer, pronghorn antelope, black bears, mountain lions, and turkeys. In addition to the big game animals, there are numerous species of small game, fur bearers, raptors, and songbirds. Here on the Dawson Ranch, the pinon-juniper woodland is the first to rise above the buffalo/blue grama prairie and valley floor. Within a short rise in elevation, the pinons give way to large groves of ponderosa pine. And further up, Douglas fir become the predominant species. There are tens of thousands of acres of healthy pine and fir forests covering the ridges and hillsides of the ranch, with grassy meadows interspersed throughout. Dawson is also rich with mineral reserves, and the offering includes half of the mineral rights along with 100% of the executive mineral rights. Surrounded by the famous Buffalo Preserve at Vermejo Park Ranch, as well as other large privately owned ranches, Dawson is totally unencumbered by conservation easements and is a prime candidate for protection and development. The historical aspects of the region are not only an amazing chapter in local history, but also New Mexico and U.S. history. From the Jicarilla Apache, Spanish, Mexican, and early American settlers to what followed, cattle drives, ranching, and mining. While there are intriguing remnants and reminders of a once thriving community and mining operations on the ranch, there are thousands and thousands of acres of pristine meadows, forests, grasslands, canyons, and mesas. It's difficult to comprehend the sheer size of Dawson Elk Valley Ranch. It's bigger than most cities and larger than many national parks. Now is your chance to not only own outstanding natural resources, immaculate wildlife habitat, and excellent water resources. It's your chance to secure your legacy as one of the largest landowners in the American West.